Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was touching and taking those punches.
Dazn Productions.
Making women gestures like,
Let's go, champ.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning, TBV. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. We are back with our Border Wars series. Every Saturday at 10 a.m., we do Border Wars. If you don't know what it is, stick around. And if you're not into it, don't apply. Let it fly. As simple as that. You know, this ain't for you. We'll be back with another one for you a little later in the day. A lot of fight chats to do today. A lot of immediate reactions. So hit that thumbs up button if you're joining us now. Hit that thumbs up and help your favorite podcast with the visibility of its show. And remember, you know, if this ain't for you, it just ain't for you. Now, we're here to talk, obviously, Border Wars. We're 5 weeks out. Mike, you're knee-deep in training, so we want to get a little, get into the mind of Mike. I mean, his opponent sent out some sparring, and we want to see what does he think of that particular sparring. And speaking of sparring, a lot of fighters submitted sparring now, so we'll just go over that, review that sparring, and see, did we see anything? But let me head on out to my main man in Indiana.
Dazn Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. On my mic, he stayed out on my first when I stopped.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, what up, everybody out in the TBV universe? Yes, man, it's Border Wars. It's Saturday, it's 10 o'clock. I'm here, I'm on time. Great movie last night I was going to see was Avengers. Yeah, that shit was extra long, but it was definitely worth the watch. Man, I want to say so much, but I'm respecting everybody out there who haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Border Wars, man. You're knee deep in training, man. Been training all week pretty much, every day except from Monday. I know I went Tuesday, went to Thursday and Friday. And yeah, man, just knee deep in it, man. Focused, ready to have fun, ready to show everybody what I've been working on. I really haven't seen anybody sparring besides yours and maybe that's about it. Yours.
So you ain't see FOGs. You ain't get a million people tagging you, because I ain't even see until everybody tagged me. You trying to act like you ain't get hit up like, yo, look at your opponent sparring.
No, I ain't get tagged, my nigga.
Nobody tagged you?
Nope.
I find that hard to believe, man. I find that hard to believe. Yo, when you got mad at me the other day, people start sending me the tag like, look, this is why Mike mad.
Mad about what?
His opponent posted spawn, so that's probably why he mad. That's what they were saying. But whatever, if you say you don't know, you don't know. I mean, he working, though.
That's what's up. Good job, man. Appreciate it.
He submitted some spawn. They was rolling, too. That's why I really thought, your nonchalantness is going to be the death of you. I'm sorry. I really want to ride with you, and I am, and confidence is king. But, there is a such thing as overconfidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you acting like you ain't. I'm going to just believe he's acting, y'all, because it don't make no sense logically not to view sparring of your opponent if it's there. Like, cool, Mike has his stance on him particularly not sparring, but now, you're gonna ignore sparring too. That doesn't make sense. But, wish you the best. Hopefully that isn't the case. Hopefully we are interpreting that differently. But Yeah, I mean, your opponent definitely got to mix it up. Like I said, they were rolling. So it would be good if he could call in and just to see how that was for him, being as though, he said he never sparred before. And like I said, very similar to the WBC boxing adaptive program that they have.
Oh, that's
These
cool.
guys were allowed to roll.
That's
They didn't lock up like you thought. And you know what? Again, you said you didn't look at it. All good on your part. Maybe you should, because there is a disadvantage and an advantage to locking up and not locking up. And it definitely made it a different fight watching him spar somebody that both of them could move. It still felt familiar because we just got all this WBC boxing adaptive program footage, and it looks similar. Obviously, the differences are in the chairs. The chairs are a lot smoother for the WBC program. We actually did an interview with Colin Wood, who invented the boxing wheelchairs, if you want to check it out.
okay. Wow.
Yeah, so if you want to check it out, you can check it out on the YouTube channel. Jack is the Truth did an interview with him. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fluidity. So I don't know. I would recommend looking at it or at least trying it, right? Because you got to move the wheel with your glove. Like,
Yeah, do that every day.
yeah, you got to like get used to that. Imagine you try to move that tire and it doesn't go or something, and you can't get out of the way of a punch. Like if you were trying to avoid, I don't know. It was again, the WBC, what they done, it came on at the perfect time for us because like we're doing something similar, and it gives us a bit of an example, you know. So people really interested. Wheelchair boxing is hot right now. It's so funny. You got this fight and then boom, like, WBC's doing that thing. All YouTube channels have posted up wheelchair boxing sparring. Or was that an actual fight? Because I seen
Didn't look like
Charlie
a fight.
Edwards there.
Didn't look like a fight. I think they were just having like a little friendly spar. I think yeah, man, the wheelchair boxing program that the WBC is doing is excellent. I think it's good for those guys over there, man. Hopefully they can bring it over to the states and let me get into it and give me one of these medals out here.
Yeah, I heard you say that earlier. That would be actually cool. I'm not gonna be like, oh, Mike, whatever, gold medal. Dog, I think you could do it. You know what I'm
I know I
saying? Like
can.
if you really get serious, that's definitely another opportunity at competing. I wish at this age I could try and shoot for a fucking medal. You know what I'm saying?
No, same thing I told Jack. I'm like, man, if they serious about this shit and they put it in the Paralympics, nigga, sign me the fuck up. Fuck around. I'm I'm gonna get punched in the head May 31st for no medal. I can go to the Paralympics and try to get one. So it is what it is.
So the WBC program, that's what exactly though? Because like it
They're,
felt like
they're,
you could sign up to that and get your fight on if you wanted to fight too.
I believe the WBC is endorsing that program that they have on going over in Britain, and they're making a push to try to get it in the Paralympics, I believe, in 2020. So we'll see how that goes. I think I think with the WBC getting on board, it's just like a big endorsement, and you could be able to like do more with different corporations or different organizations when they see like the WBC being behind you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that'll be dope. You
Definitely
get
dope.
yo, imagine you start becoming a real fighter and shit.
I know, right? That should be crazy, bro.
Yo, I mean, look, that's how women's boxing is. You see Clarissa Shields, she advanced so quickly because the landscape is thin. 9 fights, and she's like a legend. You never know. If you a natural, you a natural, you know what I'm saying? And then, your time is just going to be multiplied in terms of what you do in a matter of time, It would be interesting to see. It's always fun to be competitive and
And one thing that I
try and win
can say,
something.
back in like Alabama and like the first week here, nigga, I used to dread going to that motherfucking gym
Now you like it.
and love it, nigga.
You miss it when you
Love it.
don't go.
Man,
It
it don't
becomes
feel right
routine.
not going. It don't feel right not going today, like not going like those. Cause I go for 4 days a week. Those 3 days I do like road work and I do shadow boxing. But I be like, damn, why don't I just go? You know what I'm saying? But shit, I'm a fucking $8-9 Uber ride. Fuck that.
Oh, is it $8-9 Uber ride?
Yeah, I can get a ride. There's no problem. Just always get a ride back. So ain't bad.
How
Ain't
far
bad.
is it back?
$8-9 Uber ride.
Yeah, I know mileage though,
Ah, shit. 2-3 miles.
and hills and shit. I bet.
Yeah, if it didn't have heels, my nigga, you know I'd do some road
Shit,
work, nigga.
that's crazy.
I don't care. But yeah, man, definitely fun, man. I definitely enjoy it. I'm definitely like learning new things. Actually got fucking kind of buzzed yesterday. The woman, I don't know, man. I don't know if she's fucking swinging on me like on purpose or was that an accident. She said it was an accident, but
So she hit you with some shit that buzzed you?
fucking yeah. It wasn't like I was buzzed. It was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't expect it. Cause she was like, people put your hands up. I said, all right. Throw the right. I
Hey
threw the
Gail,
right.
Gail, that's what me and Mike want. We want 10 bums and a title shot at AJ too.
I threw it right. Brought the right hand back. Didn't bring it up right. I didn't bring it back to my head. She popped. I said, God damn. I ain't know we was doing catch. I didn't know we was blocking today. She like, we blocking every day.
Yeah, every day them punches coming at you. You can't tell them
Uh,
to stop. That was funny. That's funny. That's a cool
Yeah.
trainer, man. That's your Ann Wolf.
Yeah, man, she pretty cool, man. She's like fit as hell. Like I was telling you, she does that Karu shit that the Iraqi military do. I know I'm saying it wrong. Somebody and Jack is gonna correct me, but she does that boxing, MMA. She does
Damn,
Brazilian.
they said Mike could be the
jiu-jitsu.
face of the sport. Mike, they putting a lot of weight on
I know, man.
on your
Goddamn.
shoulders.
I ain't even poached it, but then let me get a fight here.
They
Yeah.
made you the natural from the door. They said he could be the face.
Nah, but yeah, man, definitely like something that I'd be interested in doing. You know what I'm saying? Not looking past or FOG, but I just feel like that's gonna like propel me.
You ain't looking past FOG, but you looking past the contestants on Border Wars, man. You haven't watched any of the sparring that dropped. So how you gonna give us your opinion of, your team members, Jose El Loco Sands' opponent, Sal, Iron Sal dropped some sparring. As always, looking good. Nothing really to like pinpoint and dissect other than him looking good. It's not like we could see something in the sparring that's going to say Jose could capitalize on anything. I mean, it's a great fight for Border Wars because, again, Jose's the underdog. He's expected to lose. Sal, he acts like he has no pressure, but I think that there's pressure. I think that, like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, you're expected to win, but it's how you win. Can you win the way that we assume? Can you win the way that your mouth has been acting as if your body can, translate in the ring? You're supposed to destroy Jose. I will leave that door open. He's let it be known that he's a boxer, so he's looking to outbox Jose too. It's not about knocking Jose out. So I don't know. Interesting though. He put out his workout footage. He put out his vlog. He always does a vlog. For those that don't know him, you can get to know him if you check out his vlog. It's on patreon.com/The Boxing Voice. But I'm really excited for that fight.
I seen Jimmy end up putting in work with his little I guess you want to call it montage of workouts. He was doing the bag, he was doing the ropes. I did see that. But everybody else, I don't see FOG sparring here.
Nah. It ain't up because he posted it already. So I'm like, fuck it. What I'm going to do? He got it on his IG.
Oh, okay. I choose that.
And it's on his YouTube channel. I mean, I'm being hit by everybody. Yo, look at Mike's opponent. And they tagging me with different lists. So he posted it everywhere. So whatever. It is what it is. I let it out. I mean, not that I let it out, but it's already out. You can't put something on Patreon that is all over the world. So
shout out to my guy Eric Cruz, man. I'm backing you, baby, against that bum ass nigga Ant. You know what I'm saying? Can't call me racist.
Yo, H Money said Cruz got robbed.
What?
Yeah, Cruz got robbed.
Oh, never mind. I know that goes a little bit deeper than just a fight. Jose called him out. He ain't like this.
Oh,
shit.
He did?
Remember, Jose called him out like like a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I need me a one. What do you say? I need me a gangster on my resume.
Yeah. I mean, Jose got a gangster in Iron Side. I'm being honest. I think he's overlooking him, but I like that. I like Jose's confidence. You
Who's
know,
Cruz fighting?
excuse me.
Who Cruz sparring?
Cruz, I what was his name? Smiley, maybe?
Let's say Ace Cotto.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Ace Cotto, champ.
Man,
That's
I
his
thought that
sparring
motherfucker was,
partner.
bruh. I thought that nigga was
Spawn Cotto?
nah. I thought it was Thor from the goddamn movie last night.
Oh, Fat Thor. Spoiler alert. Fat Thor was funny as hell, yo.
Man, that shit was funny as hell, my nigga. I said, what happened to that nigga, boy?
Fat Thor was funny as hell. Yeah, man. H Money said he got Sal too.
I like Iron Side, man. Like I've been, I ain't gonna lie, I have been checking Iron Side out, man, because everybody been like talking about him. Everybody been like bigging him up.
Do you see Jose? Because Jose's game plan
was a
is,
bad
yo,
motherfucker, man. And Jose over here eating goddamn what? Jose, bro, you got 30 days left.
I think that's all bullshit. I think he taking pictures of other people's shit, doing Google images searches or something like that. I don't think that's Jose eating.
Okay.
I mean, if it is, he's sabotaging himself, right? It's like, why are you so desperate to ensure that you lose? Like, I don't get it.
Maybe.
And you know what? Something needs to be said, right?
Like, he says he only needs 4 weeks.
Let me ask you this. Shouldn't we have a conversation? I'm not saying put it to a vote, but just have a conversation. If Jose is taking this training camp so seriously, why should we invoke or even respect his rematch clause? He's openly acting like he's not training, acting like he's eating. So then when he loses, why should we give him a rematch? He's just going to slow down the Border Wars, universe. Like, rematches are given in contract negotiations, but they're also earned. Like, people want Pacquiao to rematch Marquez because Pacquiao beat Marquez all those times in tight fights, then Marquez knocked him out. People want Gennady to rematch Canelo because they were tight fights and certain demographics believe that Canelo won or lost. Like, we've never seen a rematch to a complete ass whooping, is all I'm saying. And I'm not saying Jose's going to get his ass whooped. I'm just saying, in the case of an ass whooping, do rematches get activated? Like, Jamel Charlo and Harrison was a tight fight, so they're activating the rematch. But, like,
Lennox Lewis got his ass whooped, and then he got a rematch. Robmar came in and knocked his ass out. So, I mean, sometimes you can get an ass whooping and, like, deserve a rematch, but if it's like a beating, you know what I'm saying? If it's like from point A to point B, then you should have to fight somebody else and beat them, then get your belts back.
I'm just saying, if Sal wins, he's looking to fight the winner out of Eric Cruz and Anthony, right?
And Sal looking good, my nigga.
And I'm not going to go any further than that, but then I'll tell you what Anthony says. Anthony's like, if I win...
Man, I don't hear this nothing from this nigga right here. I always got fucking stipulations and shit.
No, he says if he wins, his next fight...
Gonna be Mike in a wheelchair?
No, his next fight is Elias, then he retires with Mitty. So I only hear people wanting to challenge themselves. And I know Jose started that, so I'm not going to take credit from him. Whether they want to give him credit or not, I'm giving him credit for fighting people that he was always the underdog versus. So Anthony singing that tune and Iron Sal singing that tune, they only following in Jose's footsteps. But again, if we factor in Jose's rematch, we slow that down. That division gets slowed down. Like if Sal wins, does Jose get his rematch before Sal fights Eric Cruz, winner of Anthony Edwards, or does he fight the winner of Eric Cruz versus Anthony Edwards versus Sal? Like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, put it to a vote right there, bro.
I know. Because imagine he takes that one fight off, right? He beats Sal, so now he's got to wait because Sal's going immediately into the eliminator winner. So now that means Jose gets a shot at an even bigger winner than the one that he lost to. You understand what I'm saying? Sal's
Yeah.
coming out of nowhere, getting a shot at his belts. Now he takes his belts plus fights. Sal takes Jose's belts plus fights Anthony or Cruz in a eliminator who's perceived the other toughest in the division. I think Sal propels himself to a level that it's hard for Jose to reach based off of a rematch clause from a loss.
But based off merit and based off what you done, you know what I'm saying? Jose done been Mr. Border Wars, you know what I'm saying? He done fought Enrique twice, fought Eric Cruz. He's fought, man. He's fighting Iron Sal. He's getting Iron Sal the opportunity. So I feel like if Iron Sal feels like Jose gave him the opportunity, I think Iron Sal being the fighter and the guy that I see from these videos, he's not ducking no challenges. And if Jose wanted, he can definitely get it again.
But
I'm not
how
saying
would you
Jose's
like
gonna
to
lose.
see it though? If Jose loses,
I gotta see how it plays out.
so no immediate.
I gotta see how it plays out, bro. If it's a damn good fight, and Cruz might have to do it again. You know what I'm saying? They might have to wait, or and take a tune up, or Cruz take a tune up. Whoever wins. If the Sal and the Jose fight is like worth the rematch, I absolutely do it right away. And knowing Jose, he might fuck around and say, "Nigga, you gotta do it in Canada."
What do you feel is the biggest fight in boxing for the later half of this year, the winter years, the winter months, September, November,
For
December?
us, or for like Border War. I mean,
For boxing, because Border Wars always attaches itself to big fights. This one is attached to Anthony Joshua, Gerald Miller, even though it's no longer Gerald Miller.
Michael Hunter.
What month will we be attaching ourselves to? Do you think it's going to be September? Do we follow Canelo and whoever he fights next if he beats Jacobs? Or are we looking in the November month where Wilder Fury kind of put it in?
Maybe Wilder Ortiz, Canelo, Jacobs, isn't both Joshua fights supposed to be in America this year?
Canelo, Jacobs, what you trying to say? Is going to be a rematch?
I'm saying Canelo, Triple G. That's probably going to be the one that we be at more than likely. But I would like to be at a Wilder fight. You know what I'm saying? So PBC, if you're listening, you know what I'm saying, go hire us for like a PBC event. Yeah,
man. Shout out to the team. We're going to be out in Las Vegas performing our show Thursday and Friday. We're not going to miss a beat. We're going to bring as much equipment as possible. We're going to try and make sure we give you your podcast every day as well, live from Las Vegas.
And we need to post that thing to Patreon. Now, maybe not all your questions will be asked, but we got a long list, and if you guys have certain questions you want to ask them people, you can just get on Patreon and type it we'll put it in the comment section.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that, but honestly speaking, I don't know who's gonna be in control or in command of that, right? Like someone's,
how much time we have?
No, someone's gonna just have to remember to pull out that Patreon.
Bro, the night before, I plan on getting everything constructed to where my questions and the people who are going to be there are already written down or on a list, already printed out, or whatever I got to use to have it. You know what I'm saying, right? Because I want to make sure that this right here opportunity that we make the most of it.
You should have seen the order I asked for. Who you think on that list was my number one to sit down with us?
Let me see.
I'm gonna shock you too.
I can't even. Well, maybe you texted me the list directly.
Is it a pre-pro?
I know, but yeah, I thought you texted me the motherfucker directly. The pre-pro, and y'all been going at it all morning.
Yeah, man, we being outworked out here in these streets.
God damn it, man, this motherfucker long. I know a place. Hey, what you mean? Why you feel like y'all been out working, man? Let me know that, man.
I mean, that's an Untitled, man. We on Untitled Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern, boxingvoice.com/Patreon or patreon.com/The Boxing Voice.
Miguel Cotto.
What are we talking about? What you mean?
Person,
And they came out of nowhere. Miguel Cotto. What the hell? What'd he do?
No, fuck. Ryan Garcia. That's who you asked to interview.
Nah, he wasn't first though.
Fuck.
You were guessing who's my first. No, my
Yeah.
first off that list is
Vitaly.
Vitaly. What
Yeah.
made you think Vitaly? I'm telling you, you see that shit? I keep telling you we connected. That's crazy. I was
mean,
laughed at for picking Vitaly first. Why you think I picked Vitaly?
His brother coming back. I mean, I don't know. Tell me.
Yup. The brother, I think that heavyweight news is bigger. So
Yeah.
I was like, look, everybody's gonna go for the Oscars and all that, the Sugar Rays first. Let me get this dude on the hot seat. Talk about that money his brother was offered. Talk about the verbal increase in offer that he put out there. And finally ask him, won't he come back? And just ask him some heavyweight questions. All that shit, the Gerald Miller, everything. Then let him be out. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that talent list is going to be so many people wanting the Julio Cesar Chavez seniors of the world.
Yep.
Evander Holyfield, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, Michael Buffer, Robert Duran, Ryan Garcia, Brian Kenny, Lennox Lewis, Sugar Ray, Jeff Finnis, Jules Simming, Bernard Hopkins, Eric Gomez, Fernando Vargas, Hajaumi Hashiagwa, Joel Diaz, Jorge Linares, Tommy Hearns, Chris Mannix, Sergio Mora, Todd Grisham, Claudia Trijos, Adan Verdick, or Verkirk, no, Rick, I don't know, Virik maybe, and I don't even know who this Lauren Gardner is.
Lauren Gardner. For a minute, I thought they were talking about like Jennifer Gardner, the fucking actor.
But that's my order right there. Those are all the names, but that's how I picked it. I said, let me get Vitaly first, Then we get the legend. Let me get Julio Cesar Chavez. Why? Because we in Cinco de Mayo. What Mexicans want to hear about Canelo? Who? Would they rather hear Evander talk about Canelo or Julio Cesar Chavez talk about? So I went him
Julio
second.
speak English?
Slightly, but I got Spanish. And Doomy's coming so he could interpret.
Oh yeah, y'all good.
And
good.
then I said, boom, we go back to the heavyweights, mix it up. Evander Holyfield, legend status, Alabamian, Georgia folk. Then we go back to the Hispanics, Oscar De La Hoya. Keep it there for a minute. Go to a common opponent for Canelo, Miguel Cotto. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it works out the way it came out of in my mind. Because after Miguel, I said, let's go to Michael Buffer, still recognized, still out here working. And then let's switch it to Robert Duran. A dude that moved up like Canelo moved up. But then let's go to the future. Let's go to the millennial, Ryan Garcia after Duran. And then let's go to the infamous Brian Kenny. Everybody remembers him from going to war with Mayweather on ESPN. And from there, why not the legend in Lennox Lewis, who's really done everything AJ's doing. Did AJ do it faster? Possibly. But who's done it better? Who's acted like a champion? I don't know, but that's a question for him, There's just a lot out there. Sugar Ray, I was trying to, I actually told her put Sugar Ray wherever she wants. She was mad because she's like, damn, you don't want Sugar Ray? I'm like, not really. Like, have you heard him?
Yeah.
Have you heard his interviews? Like, he ain't about to bring us no numbers. He ain't doing nothing good.
Who I was really excited about getting the prospect chance to like interview. I know motherfuckers may seem weird, but Bernard Hopkins. I always been a fan of like Bernard. I like the way he speaks. Like going back and just watching all the old interviews, and I seen him on the Breakfast Club a couple years ago. I'm just a fan of a guy who went to jail, got out. Motherfucker, don't drink soda, don't drink coffee, don't drink wine, don't eat candy.
Yo, but how is coffee bad for you? I thought it was just to put the stuff you put in coffee.
Bro, I'm just saying.
I thought coffee was like good for your skin and it had antioxidants and
Coffee
caffeine. Yeah.
Man, never heard that shit in my life.
Like black coffee is supposed to be good for you. Like black coffee is actually better than going to GNC and buying a pre-workout. Just black coffee, no sugar. Sugar, creamer, milk, that's what damages. Just like a potato. If you Google right now potato diet, it's people that have eaten potatoes 60 days straight, 3 times a day, and don't gain weight. They can lose weight. People think potatoes are fattening because of carbs, but it's not true. You know,
Air fryer.
it's the way you make the potato. You start throwing that sour cream on there and getting all fat, thinking it's a Wendy's special. It's gonna go down. So man, listen, man. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna give some drama to the show.
Dun dun dun.
I'm in a real difficult situation. You know,
How so?
I guess it ain't that difficult when you look at Mike. You know, people might look at Mike and then look at me and be like, man, that's man the fuck up, right? Because Mike is out here doing it, but Mike isn't hosting. Mike ain't gonna pick Mike up in the airport. Ness gotta pick up Mike in the airport when he comes to Jersey. I gotta pick up Sal, Cruz, Mitty. You know, I gotta rent tables. I gotta rent the gym. I gotta rent the chairs. I gotta set up them tables, set up the show, set up the commentating area. And I'm thinking I should pull out.
Like you don't want to have no more kids?
Nah, pull out of the fight. I'm thinking I should pull out of my fight. I'm just feeling overwhelmed. Now this trip happened. You know, this was also a trip that wasn't factored into my training camp. Now I got to go to Vegas to continue to build our brand. And that's going to be like a 5-day trip that is going to make it difficult. Like, look, I was talking yesterday. I'm like, damn, can I do it? You know, I could go to the gym Monday. I could even force and go Tuesday. Pack late night, fly out Wednesday. Probably won't be able to go to the gym Wednesday. Probably won't be able to go Thursday or Friday because those are the days that we have to work. The fight is Saturday. I fly back Sunday. And then believe it or not, Monday morning, after the Canelo Alvarez fight, we 3 weeks out. Not to mention, fight night is my birthday, legitimate birthday. Like my real birthday, not how people, oh, my birthday month. No, it's like that is the day of my born day. And it's just like, is this going to be too much? Then on top of all that, my coach ain't shit, bruh. Like, he just got mad excuses, man. He got mad excuses. Every day is another excuse. Even today, you know, at like 3 a.m, he gave me another excuse. He pleaded with me not to pull out and to give it another shot. And honestly, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to pull out because I do want to fight. But I don't want to lose. And it's like, how could you get better if your trainer's not even watching you hit the fucking bag? You could still be crossing your feet all the way to fight night. You could be doing mistakes that are going to cost you the fight because ain't nobody there to watch you. And it's upsetting because my trainer's my friend. And I expect more from my friends because niggas know I love hard. You know, I show you 1,000% love, you know, and I want that shit reciprocated. I want to feel that shit when I need you, nigga. I need you. So, you know, it is what it is, man. The biggest issue is that it's not like I'm broke. I could pay another trainer, but I got to stop everything we've built this year. I won't be able to do the morning show at 9 because that other trainer leaves like 10:30, 11. He's gone. 10:30, 11, man, I'm packing my bag, walking my dog, you know, to get ready to go to the gym. So it's a bitch, man. And the last thing I want to do is lose like fucking Tyson because I wasn't ready. You know? And that's only going to fuck up my relationship with Doomsday if I lose because I wasn't ready. Because I'm going to blame his ass forever. You know? And that's not where I wanted to be. But Russ is a great guy. I don't want to be a Mario and ruin it for someone else. You know, I spoke to Doomy. He cut my days again, but I'm hoping that the amount that he's now allegedly, I'm using air quotes, allegedly going to give me, I'm hoping that he sticks to those because I need those.
How far is the gym from you and Doomy?
27 miles. It's not easy. I'm telling you, this time nothing is easy.
God, nigga, I see why nigga doing.
Yeah, but I'm picking him up. I'm picking you up. It's in my car, nigga. I bring the weed, the tolls, we don't even stop at the toll. We got Easy Pass. So it's like, come on, man, just do me this solid.
That's like 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, right?
30 minutes. Yeah, 27 minutes, damn near.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I didn't know you was driving that far to go to the gym.
Well, because Jersey Boys shut down. It was a non-profit gym. So it was, I guess, only fronted by Glenn Tapia. It really still was the cities or some dude. And that dude always goes to another country.
And locked the bitch up.
He locked it up, and there's like bills past due, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
it's over.
Now that all makes sense to the reason. Because I be thinking like, damn, nigga, if I go to the gym, I'm back by 1 o'clock.
Let me tell you, Mike, if this was Jersey Boys, I'd be okay. Because if Doomy don't want to come, which this is Doomy's debut as a trainer, like, nigga, and you got to do in me that you tell me do 4 rounds on the bag, I'm doing 8. You know, you told me to do 3 rounds of jump rope, I'm jumping 6 because I want to win. I'm a worker. You know what I'm saying? So this your debut as a trainer, like a full training camp. You should try and want to look good, but he ain't. But if this was Jersey Boys, there was like 4 trainers. You had Eric, you had Coach James, then you had Coach Terrific, which was the most notable one. But then you had the amateur trainer. So it was somebody will do something, which even Shakur Stevenson's grandfather went up in there and was helping me out one day. So yeah, no, you know, it's difficult, man. Like, I'm just trying to practice what I preach. I tell people all day, you can't take a fight just because you hitting the bag. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to be one of them dudes I talk about because the bag ain't preparing you. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody got their own game plan, and that's cool. I'm not disrespecting anybody's game plan, but not me. I want to fight. I want to feel that anxiety that the bag ain't giving you, bro. Listen, man, I got them Hisco's punch counting trackers. Everlast makes an equivalent. Hisco's is a more notable brand that the fighters of our generation use. And, bruh, I threw like 800 punches for 4 rounds straight. That shit ain't happening in sparring. I sparred like 3-4 times already. You think I threw 800 punches total?
Yeah, no, you ain't moving like you moving. Goddamn, when you throwing
exactly,
them on
bro.
the bag.
It's a whole different game plan in there, and that's why I say, yo, Sal is good. If you watch that sparring, he's good. Footwork is good. He resets a lot when his opponent is ready to throw. Boom, he takes that half step back or that half step to the left. You know, he's got a good boxing IQ. I seen him feinting in that sparring, feint a little bit here and there. All that is good, man.
You're looking at Sal, man. The only way you're going to beat Sal is to get him uncomfortable and get him off his groove. The motherfucker start bouncing and start grooving like you want to, you ain't going to beat him. You gotta be in Sal's chest area.
Yes.
You're not going from the
But Jose ain't Maidana. Jose ain't Maidana. How does he win this fight when he's always been a mover and a boxer? Now he's got to be a bull. Because Sal's the better boxer. I see Sal in that sparring parrying. He parrying shots. So I don't know. I want to go to this comment from JumpTube. He says, it's not like you're going to lose a fight with Wilder if you lose this fight. But that's the thing, bro. That's the mentality of an innocent dude. Like, we don't want to lose, period. It ain't about losing a Wilder or losing a you. It's just lose, period. I don't want to lose. I can't lose anyway, bro. That shit would be damaging. All the shit I talk, bro.
Hey,
only way I'm losing is if I really lose. Like, if I really lost, then I would be okay with it. It's like, damn, I did everything and this nigga still beat me. He's just better. And then I can at least leave like, yo, Mike, I got old, man. I got old overnight. You know what I'm saying? But like, damn, I ain't trying to go out there and lose and then be over here like, damn, man, I knew if I'd have just did. Nah, I don't want to do that shit, bro. I don't want to do that shit. Shit whack.
Because I did this is what I want.
Mm-hmm. That's where I want to be at.
Yeah, man.
That's right, H Money. You're always on the line. For real, man.
H Money, man. He wants to fight with somebody.
Listen, man, Floyd. Yo, I'm from that Floyd generation. Floyd put it in our head, man. That O, man. That O. And I'm a Keith Thurman fan, so I got that O. I ain't afraid to let it go. But let me tell you, we all know your motherfucking cachet drop once you let it go.
Depends on how good the fight was.
JumpTube, I can't duck till I pull out, you chump. You ain't even sign up. Punk.
Gennady, you know what I'm saying, lost twice and still got that bag.
Yeah, man. I mean, That's different though, man. That's pay-per-view. Like once you up there, see, it's like Earl. Once you do good numbers, now we trying to pair you with anybody that do good numbers to see if you can y'all do great numbers together. So
Not
it's
really. I
different.
mean, Earl wasn't. We don't know for sure yet.
What?
They ain't talking about putting it on pay per view. I thought they would just to
Yeah,
see
but
how
I mean,
much
I think this
cachet.
is them
10
listening,
seconds.
Mike. I think this is them listening. Do one on pay-per-view, one off pay-per-view.
Yeah.
If you already said Sean don't sell and you already hear the people don't really want Sean, why sell it to us?
Put it on
That's the
Fox.
mistake that Crawford and Bob made. They sold us Khan when we knew what Khan was. Give us Khan on free TV. Let Crawford do 4 or 5 million on free TV. But you don't sell us a dude that we know. Like, man, come on, man. My dog will knock out Khan, man. Come on, bruh. His chin is like thinner than eggshells. Bruh went down in the first round.
Got hit with some shit, man. That's what happened when you try to fuck with a supreme boxer. But yeah, man. On the card, hey, have you heard anything from Ant? I mean, Ant been kind of quiet in the
Ant working. He on the line, but I
Ant
mean, I don't know
Cruz.
what you mean. He been kind of quiet. This actually the best Ant. Like I used to call my man Clownthony. I like this one. This is no different than Crawford. It's
Man,
like,
that
yo, come
nigga
out
ain't
your
talking
shell,
about shit.
Caterpillar. Come out your shell, Caterpillar, and it's no
That
different than
nigga ain't
Crawford.
talking about shit, man.
I
Ant
mean,
ain't talking
I
about
hear you.
shit.
You going against him, but he is talking. He's talking the talk that I like to back. He's talking that I'm a knockout Cruz, then I'm a
SOG, nigga.
knockout Sal. That's the talk I like to hear. You know, Big
Knockout
Baby
Cruz.
talked that talk. You know, we backed him. We were
Yeah,
skeptical.
we
We
gotta
were
make sure
skeptical.
Ant ain't on no PED because he was running track back in the day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them track guys was dirty back in the Olympics and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they make sure Ant out there following the rules and shit.
Yo. Jay clearly said, Ness, your dog licks Con Chin, and it's all over, champ. Let's go out to Ant, man. Ant, what it do? Queen City Crow, bruh.
Heard you been training with
You
Marion
know,
Barber.
chilling. Yeah, you already know what time it is. Right here, my name 3 times like Candy, man. I appeared, you know. I'm chilling right now. I'm on a little mini vacation. I'm down in Nashville at the draft and shit. So, but yeah, I've been working, bro. You
Who
know
you done
me
met
putting in
down
the
there,
miles,
man? Big
man.
ups to you down at the draft, man. Salute.
Yeah, my homie live down here, so it's like my second home and shit. So I'll be down here.
Ready.
Posted, running up on all the little Taylor Swift looking ass chicks, just chilling though.
Goddamn country capital of the world.
Hey,
I know
we
one
was
dude that ain't at no drive drinking beer and running down on white chicks. That's Eric Cruz. He working.
I already know he is. I already know he is. But I mean, I eat motherfucking double cheeseburgers every motherfucking day. These dudes still can't beat me.
Yo, you
You know
sound
what I'm
like
saying?
Adrian Broner, man. These Cincinnati boys don't respect their opponents.
Nah, I mean when you just an athlete, bro, you can put in your body what you need to because you know your metabolism breaks it down quickly.
You can get rid of it, but yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, I don't be put. I don't be. It's to the point where I really can't even drink like that. Like I go out the most I could ever drink, which I even stopped doing that too. It was like 3 drinks. After that, it's like shit. It's over. Can't really eat bad foods. I mean, once you stop doing it, trying to go back to it is like. I remember the first Border War shit after motherfucker was dieting for 5 months and shit. I lost 20 pounds and all I could think about is steak and beer. But we got to that restaurant, that shit was so good I couldn't even eat it all though. Man, it just gets to the point you just can't eat some of that stuff for real. To this day, I can't really eat like that, man. All I want is a motherfucking steak and can't do it. Shit. But it be like that, man. That should be like
Yo,
that.
so what's your thoughts on Eric Cruz allegedly taking Jose's advice and he's training less? And he actually
I
says it's
see.
working better for him. He says that he did too much. He felt he did too much the last time in the Jose fight. He came in too light, and it kind of took away some of the fun. And now he's doing a little less. He feels a little better, and he's got a little more confidence. And you know, I mean, have you given any thought to the fact that you'll have a better Eric Cruz simply because you'll have his trainer physically there this time?
He might be a little better, and that's probably a good thing because shit, I kind of agree with him. I overtrained the first time too. Like I put so much pressure on myself. Yeah, I was in great shape, but by the time we got there, man, I really ain't had no legs, man. My legs is all fucked up from running so many miles a day, and I didn't really have no bounce in my step on top of being injured. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, overtraining is a thing. It'll get you to the point where you can overtrain, right? But you gotta have like a week of doing nothing, and like at some point in there, like if you training for months and months and months, because I did that last time too. I didn't train quite as much, and shit, when you get older, like your body knows what to do to get back in that shape. So, it's rough on you though. Like shit, I ain't 25 no more, 21 no more. Shit, I wish I was. It wouldn't be nothing. I'd be in the gym 7 days a week, but yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that now. I just physically can't do that. My body I train every day. I train to the point I can't really walk up the steps. So
Damn, what you
I
doing
can't
though?
do
What
that
you
shit
doing?
every day.
What's a day in training camp like for the Cobra? Before you answer that, let me tell you from the chat, Marvin Freeman, the Tank, who is looking to move down to 185. I believe he's around 214 right now, but he's looking and he's talked about guys in your division. He says no matter what you do, you can't train for Eric's style.
That's probably true, but I mean, you can train for somebody like Eric. Like it ain't nothing special about him other than he work hard, he coming, and you might not be able to slow him down. But shit, that might work to my advantage. Like so, you can see Jose confusing, just with the movement. But I mean, I can do that. Might not do that. Might do it. It depends. But it's just his style is kind of like he's just a little unorthodox, and he can punch. He can punch. I'm assuming. So but that's how
I'm
it goes.
interested to see does he
But
straighten up his shots. You know, we got three border wars, him being a little wide. This is the first time he loses, but it was a controversial loss where he believes he won. Does he change anything? Or does he keep it the same? But I got a super chat from Iron Sal, who's going to be taking on Jose at Local Sands in Canada. I'll tax Jose, then Ant or Cruz, then Jose again.
shit, that's funny. What was the question you said? Damn, what was the question again? The last one, I think it was about Jose or something. I just lost my train of thought. But oh yeah, let me answer the one you said, like a day in training for me.
Yes.
Depends on the day. Depends on the day. Like 2 days a week we'll go spar. Like, but like workout days, strength and conditioning days, we go in there, warm up, run a couple miles, either do some distance or some sprints, trying to mix more sprints into there. Then maybe work on some footwork on the field, a lot of running, just doing certain shit in intervals, and then we get in there, jump rope for about 5-6 rounds, and we go shadow box for about 5-6 rounds. And then, depending on the day, it's always different. We're always doing something different. So maybe we do some drills. Like one drill that I liked that I never did before was like a ladder. Like we go in, everybody get in a line, and you start with a jab. Then you just climb all the way up into 25. Like it's easy once you're doing 1, 2, 3s, 4, 5, 6, 7s. People, some of the young guys get flashy. I try to get in there and get flashy too. But once you start getting to 12, 13, 15, 20 punches, bro, you really gotta sit in there, and you don't want to be sitting there on the bag forever doing it. So you go in there, you going for speed. You going for speed and placement. So you get up to 25, and you just like then you got to come all the way back down. And that shit is drain you. But once you get back down, it's like once you get past that, oh, I'm tired. Like, oh, okay, I'm in the groove. We back at it. So we do something like that, or several rounds on the bag, then maybe some mitts, and then we do some more strength conditioning, not lifting, but like calisthenics, throwing tires, jumping on tires, box jumps, agility work, I mean, we be in there for about 2-3 hours. So shit. Once I get up out of there, I can't barely walk. so we in there working. Then spar days, we go in there, warm up, run a couple miles, and then get in there and spar for as long as you can. 5, 6 rounds. I just did 5 on Wednesday. Did that about
5 rounds, 2 minutes each, or 5 rounds, 3 minutes each?
3.
Oh, you
3 minutes.
Oh, you ain't playing, huh?
Nah. You got to get it in there. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. I don't even tell you.
You better get in there. You got to make somebody
Now,
sit in that chair.
psychologically, don't you think that doing 3 minutes is fucking you up, right? Because I trained my last fight for 3 minutes, 3 rounds, 3 minutes, 4 rounds throughout the whole training camp. Then I got in there, and them 2 minutes was faster paced than them 3 because, again, psychologically, you know you got 3, so you pace yourself. You don't just blow your load in the first minute, but in a 2-minute round, you are blowing your load. Most people, anyway, is what we seen from the past fights. Like, when it's 2 minutes, it's just more rapidness. When it's 3 minutes, people trying to box and use the ring. But, 2 minutes, they coming at you.
Yeah. It's just, I thought about that, too. I'm thinking, like, damn, maybe I should train for 2 minutes. But instead of doing that, you just gotta, I guess, be more mental about it because I had the same issue even in 3 minutes. Like I'll get in there and I'm doing so much, thinking so much, and doing so much there. Like, man, I'm getting tired in the 3 minutes that I usually don't get tired in. But and on top of that, like I think a lot of what I was doing was I was always in strike stance. Like I'm ready to I'm sitting there ready to throw a counter, ready to throw a 3, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to throw, and being in that posture for a long time will wear you out. Like, and that shit, I figured that out. So it's just, you kind of just mentally beat it, really. Because if you got the stamina for 3, depending on how you train, you can turn up the levels at a certain time. Like you can go hard for 4 minutes and a half and kind of slack off for 30 seconds and then go hard for the last remaining time in the round. And you can trick yourself like that. And once you get in there, just remember, like, oh, I got 3 minutes. And then you start to think about the time. Like, okay, I can go hard for this amount of time. Let me relax, get back to boxing, dance a little bit, stay out the way. Now, let's sit down and throw it. I got 30 seconds. He can't do what I can do. Like, if you go in there with that mindset for that last remaining time, like, all I need is this. If I'm still in this round, if you know what I'm saying, if the round is pretty even, okay, I see who he is. 30 seconds. And so, you know what I'm saying? That's the mindset. The mindset when I fought Garcia was just like, I didn't start thinking into the last round. Like, I was just in there just throwing punches. I didn't even think about what I was supposed to be doing. So that last round was like, okay, I might be behind.
Let me ask you one question before I let you go. I got 2 more fighters I got to get to. Do you watch your last fight, which is really your only fight? And do you see mistakes? And not only do you see mistakes, but like anything that you like, man, I want to do that better next time.
Yeah, absolutely. My movement, like trying to get lateral movement trying to get my lateral movement back is something that I've been working on and trying to stay disciplined on the inside, working on inside fighting because I used to hate inside fighting, but trying to work on that shit too. So, but
well, all right. Let me get to some other fighters, champ. Let me get to some other fighters. Obviously, we are looking forward to that fight. I got a game plan in my mind, Mike, for Eric Cruz. I've actually happened to share the ring with Cruz. It's still unfair, I guess. I'm a taller guy. If anything, it was good work for Cruz to be, in there with someone longer, taller, and heavier. But some things work for me, and I wonder if a guy his size attempted those things, would it work too? Or is Eric just always going to make it a tough fight for anyone because of that style that Marvin says you can't prepare for? But someone that faced Eric is on the line. He is our unified TBV champion with both Ring Magazine title and WBC title. None other than Jose El Loco Sands in Canada by way of Bolivia.
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rosé, getting money like Jose, chain cold, Norway. Shorty wants that foreplay. I'm like, no way. Gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it.
OJ.
Getting cheese like Green Bay. Call me Aaron Rodgers. Hopped out that Dodger, dodging them cops. My boy got them choppers.
Boys, good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing?
What up, Jose? Over there on that mountain time. How are you?
Good, man. How you guys doing this morning?
We're good. Talking a little border wars, man.
There you go, man. There you go. You know what? First of all, I'm just going to address what you just said, Ness. I mean, you know what? There's different ways to look at it, but I know you well enough to know that, what you're doing, it's not a duck move at all. You're just a very calculated guy, man. So, I mean, much the same way I am. Like, I believe that, I only take a fight and put myself in a situation I believe I can win. And I think you're kind of in the same predicament. And you don't maybe rely on seeing gaps or holes within your opponent. You actually see that inward within yourself, right? So if you feel like you're not properly 100% prepared, then you feel like it's not the right fight for you. So I respect that. I think what you're saying only makes Cruz's appeal for a rematch against me or Cruz's shot at greatness and redemption again that much more true, because it is a lot of responsibility, man, to prepare for tables and chairs and venues and make sure no one ruins the place and this and that and the other, right? So I think we do have to step back and applaud Cruz for that too, because I mean that's something that it's not really considered until you actually think about it out loud and say it out loud, right? So I mean that had to play in the match as well for Cruz. So I could see that being a massive disadvantage too. Not only do you get the I guess the benefits of the home crowd, but you also get the drawbacks. Right, just like a professional boxing, right? You got to deal with everybody asking you for tickets and doing this and doing that. So whatever you decide, man. Honestly, like no hate, I support you. And if you don't feel like you're ready, then why would you fight, right? So whatever you decide there, I'm cool with. Speaking, of Cruz and Ant, I believe that this is going to be the first fight we're going to see a no mas. We're going to see a fighter go on the knee and say they can't continue anymore. And I think it's going to be Ant, man. I think Ant's going to quit. I just don't see him having like the grit that Cruz is going to have. Like Cruz is he's an inspired man, dude. He's just all mental, all heart. And I don't think Ant can match him. And I think it's going to be Ant that's going to just say no more, and Cruz is going to win by fight or stoppage, right? So that's what I'm predicting. As for the rematch, I heard you talk about that earlier, saying it's bullshit, I'm slowing things down. That's the benefit of being the champ, man. I get to call the shots. Basically, Sal is like Buster Douglas. I'm pulling him off the street. He's a bum. He's a nobody. I gave him a shot at greatness. So if he happens to win, then yeah, I do get my rematch, and I'm smart for doing so, man, and having everyone accept it.
And it's not that I don't want you. It's not that I don't want you to get a rematch. Understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying if Sal happens to beat you, a smaller man moving up, right? He's not doing the Mikey Garcia thing, or should I say not Mikey, but the Saddam Ali thing and picking and choosing. He's going straight for the winner of Ant Cruz. So should we allow you to slow that up with your immediate rematch? That's what I'm saying.
No. It's not immediate. I actually conceded that I would allow the unification fight to happen, regardless, afterwards. Because it's only fair. I don't want to slow down the promotion either. Even if mine and Sal is fight of the century and we knock each other down 10 times each and he ends up beating me by half a point, you know what?
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? But that's the little issue or the loophole in your scenario. Let's say Sal loses now to Ant, and Ant is now perceived the best. Your rematch is to Sal, not to Ant, but you are going to want a rematch to be enforced with the winner of Sal and Ant.
Yeah, yeah. My rematch isn't to the opponent. My rematch is for the belt. My rematch is to be able to have the belt again. And they all agreed, man. You know what? That's the rule of the unification. Because otherwise, Ant doesn't deserve it. Ant's fought once. Sal's fought once. You know, and Cruz lost to me. So these guys are only here. They're only relevant in this world because I'm allowing them to be. That's the truth, man. Because I could easily say, no, I'm not going to fight a bum-ass Cruz. I already beat him. I'm not going to fight Ant. He's only fought once. They don't get. Why would they get a shot at the belt? Why do they get an eliminator after one fight and a guy coming off of a loss? That doesn't make sense. You know, Cruz would technically have to win again and then place himself for an eliminator. You don't lose an eliminate and then fight a next fight and then go right for the belt again. That's not how it works, man. You lose your place in line. Look at Porter. He's a clear example. He lost his place in line before he got to go back at it. So, yes, they're there because I'm allowing it, because I want the fans to see it, because the fans still doubt me. They still think I'm a bum. They still think I'm beatable. You know what? Having watched Sal sparring, it only reinforced two things in my head. One, that the public sees how good Sal is, how technically clean he is, how quick he is, how his counters are sharp, how his boxing mind is good. And second of all, it just fucking... boom, dude, it's done. I'm going to beat him. I'm telling you, I'm going to beat that guy. How am I any different than what you're doing, Ness? You're not taking a fight because you believe you're not prepared enough to be able to get the W, because no matter what happens, you'll
Well, that's
only
not
fight
what
if you
I'm
get the
doing.
W.
I said I am going to continue with the fight. I didn't say I'm not taking it. I said that.
You are, but you might not, though, right?
No, I am, I said. That's what
I
I
thought
said.
you said you were going to pull out.
No, that's what I...
He said he talked to Doomy last night, and Doomy convinced him to keep it pushing.
Yeah, Doomy's
Okay,
talking
good
about...
then, man.
He's
Take
talking
the
about
fight,
he's
but well, then you're taking the fight. Are you not sure you're going to win? You still have doubts in your head?
I have doubts about the training camp. It's not the
Okay.
win.
That's
the
the
win
difference, I
comes
guess.
from the camp. Like, if you're not doing the work in camp, you know, it's a little bit different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe that's where we differ. The win for me comes within, and for me, Sal ain't beating me, man. He's just not on my level. None of the guys outside of Mitty, Doomy, and JD are at my level, man. Everybody else is beatable for me. Everybody. You know, like, it's just...
I mean, you
the
can
way
say
I
that.
see it.
You can say that, but that's just something you got to prove, you know? You're just saying that until you beat
I
these
did, though.
guys. What do you mean? You only beat
I did,
Cruz.
man.
You
Fast forward.
only beat
Okay,
Cruz.
rewind 6 months ago. Cruz was the biggest, baddest man in Border Wars. He would have, if you would have said Sal versus Cruz, people would have shaken their heads and said, never. That's not allowed. Cruz will kill him. No. Ant didn't want it. Nobody wanted it. Cruz was the boogeyman. I stepped in and I took it because I knew I could beat him. Just like I know I can beat Sal. Just like I know I can beat Ant. And just like I know that everybody doesn't believe I can do it, man. That's what's beautiful about it. I'm getting credit for doing something I already know I can do. It's amazing. It's like taking a grade 6, like a grade 6 math test, man. You know, like you're going to ace the paper, man. It's going to be easy. I'm telling you, and I get to look good because everybody believes this guy's going to beat me. So I can't wait. And one other thing I wanted to claim, after my fight with Sal, after I get the belts, any future, event at Golden Boy and you guys cover fights, this, that, the other, it should be mandated that the Unified Champ also gets to go, man, and have my belts there. Grow the Border Wars franchise, man. Take pictures with the kids, with the honeys, That should be something that should be part of my contract perk, man. Something for you guys to consider, man. I know a guy like Oscar, man. He'd be happy to see me with those belts, man. It'd remind him of a younger version of De La Hoya, So it's just happening, man. I'm like a month away from coronation. I'm so excited because I'm a month away from vindication, from being able to prove to all you guys that I am the guy, man. Again. And then I'm going to go, and I'm hoping.
Bro, you're not even
training,
bro. You're not even training.
It doesn't matter. It's what you guys think. You guys don't know what I'm doing. You do not realize, man. To me, the belt means more than to anybody else. Everybody else is fighting for their friends. They're fighting for their wives. They're fighting for their daughters, their sons, their brothers, their moms, their dads. I'm fighting for me. For me. Because at the end of the day, in the ring, there's only two people. And the person that matters the most in that ring when I'm fighting against the other person is going to be me, man. So he's not going to beat me because I want that for me. Because when I win it for me, I get the glory for everybody else that I want to give it to. But first of all, I got to do it for myself. And that's what these guys haven't caught yet. They're still trying to do it for other people, for other reasons. They're trying to find other spirits to elevate them. I already got that. That's already done. It's for me, bro. That's why these guys, they're just not on the same level as me. They're not at the same competition level as me. It's just not going to happen. I know where to turn it up and how to turn it up. I know how to train smart. I train smarter, not harder, man. Let these other guys train harder. That's them. That's their strategy. It's not my strategy. It's not what works for me, you know? So I'm going to put my work in. I'm not going to be disrespectful to myself and show up at the fattest I've ever been, not having run a lap, not having done some work. I'm going to do my thing. You'll see. And then once I beat Sal, guess what, Ness? Just like I told you last time, the person shouting the loudest will be you, because you are, the president of their local fan club, bro. I know it. Everybody is. And you're going to be there cheering and shouting, and you won't believe it again. And you'll be like, motherfucker, this guy did it again. And I will. And then Sal will shake my hand. He'll kiss me on the cheek, and he'll say, thanks, Papa. And I'll be like, it's all good, kid. Slap him on the back of the ass and let him go. He's got to go back down. He's pulling the Mikey Garcia, and he's going to see that it just didn't work out for him. And he's going to know next time when somebody calls his name to just think twice before he answers. That's it. Very simple.
Yo, but what about the fact that he's sparring bigger guys right now?
He is, and good for him, man. But I don't see them going swinging in 100%. You think if the rubber hits the road and I'm about to lose my belt, that I'm just going to pity pat him? You don't think that I'm going to fucking go in and fucking bite his nuts if I have to, man? I'll do whatever it takes to win that fucking belt. I'll do whatever it takes. If it means I got to run and jump out of the ring, if it means I got to fucking, throw mace in the ref's eyes.
Jump out of the ring is automatic disqualification. Remember what happened to
it don't matter, man.
Cintron.
It's an automatic DQ, nigga. Biting his nuts.
It don't matter. But you know what? I'll do whatever. I'll pay someone to turn off the electricity if I'm fucking losing. I'll do whatever it takes to keep my belts. That's what you guys don't understand. It doesn't matter, man. Those belts ain't going anywhere but Canada. That's the truth. I'll do whatever it takes. And that's the difference, man, between me and the rest of the guys, because they don't know how sweet it feels to walk into the Dallas Stadium and have people swarming you and taking pictures and security guards and everybody else and fans and all that shit. They don't know what it's like. They don't know what it's like. You think Sal's gonna get any attention sitting in the nosebleeds up in the 300s, man? He's not gonna be on the floor like me, hugging Lennox Lewis, talking to Benavidez, telling Benavidez he could do better. I was giving Benavidez his tips on what he should do next time, man, and he was telling me, thanks, champ. That's the difference, guys. They're not made to be champions like I am. And it's not bravado. It's not bullshit.
Hey, man, the thing is that all that sounds good. You got to prove it. If you made to be champion, you got to be able to beat Sal. You got to stop getting controversial wins. You got to stop kicking your mouthpiece around. That ain't the actions of a champion, champ.
How was the actions of the champ not the champ last time? You know damn well, Ness. Everybody there that watched the fight, and you're a fair man.
Listen, last fight, you did good. Last fight, you did good in my eyes,
exactly. There's no controversy there.
But no, there is controversy. The judges seen you winning, just like many fights.
In the eyes of a couple
but the public seen it different.
The public went
not
there,
the public,
man.
Ness. We got about 5 people. We got 5 people that said different. That's it. They just talk loud and they always talk, which is fine, which is good. And you know what? Like I said, man, I don't think that was necessarily the best Cruz. I'm gonna give him that, which is why I want Cruz to win, which is why I want to have my Triple G Canelo fight again, man. Eric Cruz is Triple G, and I walk through those punches like Triple G, and I'll do it again. And next time it'll be even easier. And I want that ultimate showdown because Cruz is a great guy, and it's been my funnest match so far. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that with Sal too.
Hey, man, if anybody want to make some easy money, I'm plus 200.
Huh?
If anybody want to make some easy money, I'm plus 200.
Oh, the odds came out. Who gave you
And
the
Mike's gonna
odds?
win too, man.
And nigga Bama both said it last week. He's like, I got Mike plus 200. So I'm like, shit, put me 100 down and then give me 300 for the weekend.
Well, Bruce make the odds. Bo makes the rankings.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I don't know, Bo. We're gonna have to see. We could get you with Bruce and y'all could become a committee to make it even fairer.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, that would be good.
Sounds fun though, man.
And my thing is,
Yeah,
like,
Jose,
it's gonna be
man. But
Mike all day.
I gotta admit, man, Aaron Sal looks like he's a formidable opponent.
Yes, sir.
He is, and that's just part of my brand. I'm not picking bums. I'm not picking cherries. I'm picking the best. But you've got to believe that my brain is ultimately what runs my whole. You know, it's the puppet. You know, it's what runs everything, man. And ultimately, I pick Sal for that reason, because he looks that good, because he's so like visually, aesthetically pleasing on the screen, man. So it looks nice.
Hey, nigga, push mute. But yeah, man, I do agree. Sal does look like he's like very, very experienced with his technique. So if you pull out the victory against Sal, man, people are gonna have to start putting a lot of respect on your name, man. A lot of respect. Jose,
Bro, I need a dog trainer, man. My dog just ate my slippers, bro.
you did?
This fucking bitch is out of control, bro.
He munched them motherfuckers.
Bro, they broken.
Which one? The one you always wear?
Nah, those I got those somewhere else drying because she used those as a pacifier. So I took out some other ones in the meantime, and she done popped those, man. It was the thong sandals.
Did she got like a chew toy?
She got 100 chew toys, man. You know how dogs are. They don't never want what you give them. They want to make shit they sell, man. Iron Sal, talk to me.
Yo, what's up, fellas? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
What's going on with you guys, man? What's up, Ness? What's up, Mike? How you guys doing?
What up? How's training camp, man? Cause
I see you with that motherfucking
I'm having a horrible time, man. I can't sync up with my trainer, man. How's training camp going for you?
I mean, it's going good, man. It's going lovely. You know, you'll get those days though, Ness. You know that something happens where either I think like last week the head trainer it was his birthday, so he had the whole gym closed down. So you know you gotta think of plan B. So you know, go to the regular gym, get on the bag, do your bag workout. You see people there throwing the bag. I got mitts. I carry mitts all the time, so I asked if they want to work, and we do some mitt workouts too. You know, you just gotta think outside the box a little bit, like I'm pretty sure you know how to do already. But hey, real quick to touch on your topic.
With that Bane like looking mask, that I believe the high elevation mask.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. It's cool, bro, but it can so dangerous. You got to know how to get. You know what I mean? You see all the professional athletes, you know. But if you look like either like a trainer or somebody around, you know, because those masks can get dangerous. And I got my boy that a few of you guys know, my boy Dante, and you know, he put me up on game with it and stuff. But yeah, man, it's basically to create a high elevation, you know. So like if I wanted to go train that big bear type shit, you know, so I put that on. I work the bag. I jump rope with it. I do only certain things, bro. I don't go crazy. I'm not gonna be acting like I'm over here going 3 minutes with it and stuff. Like I work the bag for like a minute round with it, because I'm telling you, man, when you put that shit on and you start throwing those hooks on those bags, that air starts to get real thin on you.
Hell, it makes it hard to breathe, man. I got one of them shits, and that shit been in the garage for like 4 years.
Nigga, sell it to me,
bruh. That shit ain't.
Bruh.
That shit ain't. It's all, yo,
hey, bro, you huffing and puffing.
Yeah,
I know. I need that. Sell it to me, man.
Nah,
I'm doing a lot more moving than y'all niggas.
Shit, nigga, you doing the opposite of what we doing, bruh. I was actually thinking that it's like you almost got it easier, yo. It's easier and tougher because you right there.
FOG, man. I meant to tell you, bro. I've been seeing. I did see some training video. them little bars you got to the side, homie, you gonna have to turn the bitch backwards. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you out. You're resting your arms on them bars when you're throwing punches. We ain't doing that shit, homie. I ain't got no bars. You don't need no bars. So those bars you got to the side that you can rest your arms on, turn them bitches around backwards because you know you can easily push them bitches towards it backwards and get some proper training going on. Because when we have our match, those things would need to be turned backwards.
Look at Mike checking out chairs and shit. Sal, any special requests
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
fight? Anything that you looking forward to when Doomy comes in your corner to tell you the rules and regulations of the bout that you want to make a note of?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell him this ain't the prom. So if you see him hugging me too much, man, you gotta enforce that shit, man. You gotta start taking points after like the fifth one, man. That's excessive. But hey, you know what's fine though. At the end of the day, look, me as a fighter, I have to train for that. You know what I mean? I think that's what a lot of these other fighters lack is that they don't train for specific things. You know what I mean? Like when I'm in the ring, I train for specific things. Like if I'm looking to go towards the body and work the body heavy, man, I might get caught with some headshots, and that's fine. Like sparring is for that. Like people think that you got to go in sparring and you got to go 100%. Like nah, bro, that ain't sparring, man. Like you got to get in and get some work. Obviously, you're not in there to lose. So of course, if I'm working the body, I get hit. Like I got to know, I got to move my fucking head. I got to, feint on top. I got to hit up top. But my main concern is the body, and vice versa. If I want to work my left hook, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to incorporate more, trying to set up for the left hook. But I just feel, by Jose always, we know that he's Huggy Bear. So. I take all that into consideration, man. I do, and I had some sparring that I was going to sit on that a guy that looked, you know what I mean. I think he's taller than him. I'm not too sure how tall Jose is, but this guy's 5'10", and he moves around a lot. I feel like he's a better version of Jose, and I still did great. It was just about finding my range, picking my shots, just like I do parrying shots. But another thing like I wanted to touch on is that, like. I appreciate all the comments that you guys saying. I look like a good boxer and this and that. But if we do go back to Border Wars, when I first joined Border Wars, everybody thought that I was gonna be that slugger. Like I was gonna come and slug it out, and Tony G was gonna outpoint me or whatever the case might have been, right? Well, I mean, obviously I proved a lot of people wrong, but at the same time, bro, like I still got that dog, and that's what I keep saying about gears. You gotta have gears in this. Like Jose saying, I don't really care what he says, but let's just say we go with what he says. I need to push him back. Push me back, dog. There's a dog right here waiting for you. You want to get in that pocket? I can do that. Because that's how I was in the beginning. Like, it doesn't matter. It's gears. You want to step back and you want to start dancing around? Well, that ring is going to start getting real short on you. So, I mean, it's just on him, bro. He wants to go and play mind games, go over there, drink soda, fucking eat pizza. Like, do as you please, dog. You want to drink beer? Do as you please. All I know is I won't be surprised when the day comes. I don't think most people will be surprised in the chat when the day comes. You got maybe one or two supporters of Jose in the chat, but deep inside they know, like, hey, bro, you know what I mean? I don't think even the mental game is that serious at this point. We're only a few weeks out, bro. Like, you got to take this shit serious, and I'm taking this serious because I got a lot right on the line too, man. I took time off of my busy life to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going for no loss. I had a passing of a friend that I'm dedicating this fight to. He could say that you can dedicate this, you can dedicate that to whoever you want. But, bro, that's fire. That's fire underneath your ass, knowing that you can't go home with that L. It's just like back in the streets. You go home with an L, you get home, and you're going to get your ass whooped again. You can't go home with no L. I'm not coming home with no L. Not to a fucking Canadian. Dead ass. You got me fucked up, baby. It's Team USA over here. And all these people that are listening and backing Jose, you better check where your feet stand on what side of the map. Don't be backing that motherfucker up. It's Team USA over here, baby. I remember that.
I hear that. I hear that. Shots fired at Mike.
Damn right. Long live Jose, man. I can't just change up.
Hey, Mike,
I'm a guy because
okay,
a guy come on talking shit. But now, if you beat him, hey, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? America rules the fucking world. But Jose's a good guy.
I mean, Jose. Nothing about Jose is a threat. I mean, do you think? Like, what does he do good? Do you you don't see
I'm just
anything?
going off what I've seen from Cruz.
No,
You can't come in.
I'm asking Sal. What does he see?
Oh,
Like
okay. I was gonna say you
what
can't
what
come in
does
with
he
that same
credit
game plan.
Jose for?
I mean, it's kind of hard to say, and I'm not even trying to sound like overconfident. It's just on my okay. So when I first started, I used to look at certain people and be like, man, he does this good, he does that good. And as soon as I learned like more of what I need to do, like I stopped looking at them like that. Like I stopped looking like, oh, they do this, they do that. Like then I started looking like, no, they're really not as good as I thought. With Jose is that it's the same, bro. Like his movement, he crosses it. Cause when I watch tape, I watch tape. I'll watch around of just your arms. I'll watch around just your legs. I'll watch around just how you throw your shot. Do you twist your hips when you open up? I watch that, and every time I watch, it's like he crosses his legs when he moves. Like, see, this is all shit that technically I'm not supposed to say, but and he's not gonna be able to fix it in 5 weeks. He's just technically unsound. He's like, you know what I mean? So when I do look at him and I do look at what he can do, his best
Yo,
thing is this.
but
Look, Jose's a
isn't that the same thing they say about guys like Sergio Maravilla and Wilder? You know, and even Eric Cruz is like their unorthodox style, their unpredictability is what makes them good.
every single one of those guys that you said have an equalizer, bro. Like Sergio Maravilla, bro, he had an equalizer, bro. You know what I mean? Don't act like he didn't. That boy can hit. Deontay Wilder, he's probably the hardest hitter in boxing history. You know what I mean? Like that. Everybody you just said has an equalizer. Jose don't. He don't have power. He pushes when he punches. He'll paw out. Like, bro, you know what I mean? Like that's what's different. He does what Jose does do good. And basically, I mean, I can tell him because I train for that. I have to train for the one thing that I feel he does best. As he moves, but he fights in spurts, and when he fights in spurts, he carries that fucking right hand like he got the hot potato on it, and you could see it out there. Like, and then, but you know, he'll have his little 1-2 quick, his little quick 1-2. Like that's fine, bro. But I see it a mile away. You know, I just don't see it, bro. He wants to say he's bigger than me. He's this, he's that. Like, bro, I'm sparring big guys all day. You know, if I'm sparring somebody smaller, it's because they're heavier. Like, I don't just get in there for work that's not gonna help me out. Like, I mean, I do, but it just depends. If the other cat's looking for somebody bigger and he wants to spar me, then fine. But if I'm in my training camp and I'm trying to spar people, I don't spar just whoever. You know, he goes in there and he spars girls. Like, how the fuck's that gonna help you? Like, and not to say nothing about the females out there, but I'm pretty sure she's not like a competitor like that, amateur. She just looked like she was trying to learn. You know what I mean?
How many days
So
a week
that all
do you
plays a
train,
part.
Gil?
This Sal.
Sal?
I mean, Sal, I'm sorry, bro. How many days a week do you train, Sal?
I go to the gym, like go get my sparring in. I got it 3 days a week, and then if I can't make it, then I go to the regular gym, get my cardio, my endurance, and all that. 2 days out the week, so it's 5 days. No, actually 6 days, because on Saturday today in the morning I just go for runs. You know, so almost every day. Sunday's family day. He ain't that serious. He ain't gonna get 7 days out the week out of me.
Do you think that you could be possibly overtraining yourself, or is everything like in moderation? Like one day gym, one day cardio, gym, cardio, gym, cardio.
I really don't, Mike. If you go back to the last Border Wars in LA, bro, you'll see my opponents that I had was like a real serious opponent. Like he was real serious, bro. Like everybody and their mom favored him, and even like people in my I wouldn't say my camp, but the people around me, like I would show like my friends and stuff. They'll say, man, he's real good. Like, but
I'm
real
getting
quick,
a lot
not
of
to
that
say
same
like,
energy.
yo, you could probably beat him. You know what I mean? So it's on this camp, bro. It's kind of like how Cruz was saying too about Jose. Like you just gotta learn how to do your camp, bro. I don't overdo anything, bro. Like I go in there like I showed you guys. I took screenshots of my stuff, bro. I got like over like damn near 9 rounds of sparring one day, and it was all working, bro. I'm not in there to kill. Like you got to go in there with a game plan. So I'm not overtraining. Believe me, bro. If I got something else going on, then I stop what I do. My kids come first. Just like, you know, with anybody, your family comes first. You know,
Absolutely.
I got real busy last week, and I was only able to hit the gym a few times, but I make up for it in different things. My job I carry it's a labor job, bro. So I look at little things that I do at my work to get a workout on too. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm real tough on myself, bro. I'm real critical on myself. Like I watched that sparring, and I didn't look too bad, especially after coming back after a layoff. But there's plenty I did wrong. There really was, especially in that second round. There's plenty I did wrong. Now, for me to say, I'm not gonna say. That's for Jose to be the boxer and the true champion he is to dissect it. But if he doesn't see it, like, I feel sorry for him, bro, because I see it myself. And believe me, it's not there no more. Like, that same guy, like, we sparred just a few days ago, bro, and it's not the same no more. Like, I know how to fucking look at something, and I know how to get better as I go. You know, knock the rust off. That's all it is. You know, and I just feel like, you know, hopefully the other guy, like Jose's doing that, you know, or even Ant and Eric Cruz, you know, they got to look at shit like that, you know.
Well, Sal, man, I want to thank you obviously for coming on and being part of Border Wars, and hopefully, you know, you and Jose make a great fight. We actually haven't got confirmation from all fighters, but within the Border Wars chat, we have been voting on $25 per fighter. Fight of the night splits the money. So, you know, you could take home big money right there.
Y'all got an advantage, man. Y'all get to dance and shuffle and shit, man.
I don't know, but you might get the advantage because it's something that's not been seen, and you already got a lot of support. You never know.
I'm down with it. I'm down with it. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Fight of the night, performance of the night. Well,
because I think it's hard to say fighter, you know, and give because hey, you could always say fighter, and one fighter takes all that money.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know, how do we pick that, right? It's got to be fair. And look, we thought everything was cool the day of the fight. You on mute. We thought everything was cool the day of the fight with Jose and Cruz, and then we come back, and then some people felt it was controversial. So it's just like, you know, how do you choose these things? Do you choose them in the moment when everyone's hot at the fight, or do you wait, come back till the tape is out and let the public review it? Do you let the general public review it, or do you let the Patreon public review it? So many questions. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Obviously, this has been another episode of Border Wars. We're about 5 weeks out. Catch us in Las Vegas, and then right here in New Jersey to get this Border Wars going. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, as we probably will be doing a couple of live fight chats today.
Absolutely.
Be part of that by subscribing, clicking the notification bell, and becoming part of the TBV Army.
Yes, follow me, Gross1911 on IG and Gross2312 on Twitter. Thanks for everybody for joining us, man. We'll see y'all again later on today.
Peace.